GDs in the dough, ayy. Ooh, they done let the GDs in the dough, ayy, ayy, ayy. Trump should've freed Larry, fuck is wrong with dude? Oh, you say you GDK, fuck is wrong with you? He say cause you GDN, I can't do no song with you. And if the BDs find out, they gon' put me on the news. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch, stop picking sides. I'm so GD you can see it in my eyes. Lately they been seeing the G's on the rise. If they told you something about me, they telling lies. I know some GDs from out west, they block me lit as fuck. I know some GDs from out south, they hop out, blick it up. I got a GD bitch from up north, that bitch thick as fuck.
Here with some breaking news, President Trump is commuting the sentence of Larry Hoover, co-founder of the notorious Chicago street gang, Gangster Disciples.
Breaking news, Donald Trump just did some of the realest shit for the black community in black history. He just signed the pardon for Larry Hoover. So what do that mean? That mean that if Larry Hoover get out, do you know that he can stop all the gang violence in Chicago? I mean, stop all the shootings and all the black on black violence and bring peace to the street. Check these videos out. The revolution will not be televised. Respect the sacrifice.
News here with some breaking news. President Trump is commuting the sentence of Larry Hoover, co-founder of the notorious Chicago street gang, Gangster Disciples.
The 74-year-old has been seeking early release from 6 life sentences for murder, conspiracy, extortion. He was even accused of continuing to give orders to the gang from behind bars. Hoover is still facing sentencing on state charges. He claims he's a changed man since he went to prison back in 1997. Until now, his petitions for early release have all been denied. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you the latest.
So that's where it all kicked off at when Kanye asked Donald Trump to pardon Larry Hoover. Y'all check this out. This gonna blow y'all
mind. The reason why they imprisoned him is because he started doing positive for the community. He started showing that he actually had power, that he wasn't just one of a monolithic voice, but he could wrap people around. So there's theories that there's infinite amounts of universe and there's alternate universe. So it's very important for me to get Hoover out because in an alternate universe, I am him. And I have to go and get him free because he was doing positive inside of Chicago, just like how I'm moving back to Chicago. And it's not just about getting on stage and being an entertainer and having a monolithic voice that's forced to be a specific party. People expect that if you're black, you have to be Democrat. I've had conversations that basically said that welfare is the reason why a lot of black people end up being Democrat. They say, first of all, it's a limit to amount of jobs. So the fathers lose the jobs and they say, we'll give you more money for having more kids in your home. And
now check out this confirmation from Larry Hoover lawyer.
Breaking news, the attorney for Larry Hoover confirming that President Trump has commuted his sentence. Hoover is a former Chicago gang leader and the founder of the Gangster Disciples. He was serving a life sentence at a prison in Colorado. Hoover was convicted of murder in Chicago and then later convicted on several federal charges. He will still have to serve his sentence on state charges. The news just now coming out. We will have much more on this story as it continues to develop.
Yeah. Nation, we got Dog Boss and Loc out here. What's going on? Nation. Nation. We got Dog Boss and Loc out here. I love all y'all niggas, man. Hell yeah. So that's what exactly. I need to talk to the OGs too, you feel me? To help out organize. Cause we already nations. And if it's a National Guard out here, these are supposed to be protecting the nations. But I love y'all for this, boy. But I love y'all nigga ass for this, boy. Cause I'm the only nigga I ain't like that. They look like what? A nigga told me I was set tripping early. Boy, he need to see that. Boy, his ass need to see that. Neighborhood. You talking about nation? Neighborhood. Neighborhood. Yo! You feel me? You feel me? Here we go. Here it goes.
Now we rise. The revolution will not be televised. Respect the sacrifice. Free Rashad Jamal. We told y'all the truth.
Larry, explain to them that how Trump has freed him from the feds, but what's going on with the state?
Okay. Trump has freed my father from federal custody. But as I told people plenty times before, it's been a dual jurisdiction. So now the state has the opportunity to go get him. And what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to reach out to Governor Pritzker to let him know that my father would be a blessing to this city. And he could also leave the city if he needs him to leave. But we dealing with Pritzker, and he can go into state custody. And all he has to do is strike his pen and say that we don't need this geriatric old man. He served his time. Like he's not worried about leading any type of gang organization or running the streets. If he does anything for the streets, it would be telling the YNs that you're going to live the life that he lived if you don't change your life. He would be an asset and a blessing to this community. All the people that stuck on some other stuff, like your understanding is just kind of weak. Your understanding of life, your understanding of manhood, your understanding of being a woman. We not with that. We're all about peace and love. And we need Pritzker to understand that he will be a blessing to this community. And we want him to give this man a second chance. Pritzker believes in redemption and believe that he should be redeemed. Everybody else in this situation has been able to have redemption and have a second chance at life. And I would love to actually be able to hold my father. I'm close, but I'm not all the way there yet. I know it don't sound right, but I want to hug and kiss a man. My kids want to hug and kiss their grandfather. My mother wants to hug and kiss her husband. Like, it's a whole family out here. This is a man in a man's life. This has nothing to do with any nonsense. We need for everybody to let Pritzker know that Larry Hoover will be a blessing to this community, an asset, no type of threats. If anything, it may be even more peaceful.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G coming back here on the We Are VishusTv. And like I said, breaking news is hitting all on the web that Donald J. Trump has pardoned Larry Hoover. But it's always something in the game. And I just want to put a place on this. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? You think that, you flying out and you finna recover, but always, you know what I'm saying, Satan always throws something in your path, another hurdle so you can jump over. Yeah, Donald Trump done pardon Larry Hoover. And that's what we've been waiting on for these last, damn near decade. Of somebody freeing Larry Hoover, because the fact is, we know how, our government infiltrate, these certain organizations and stuff like that. We cannot follow the news, because the news, they work with the deep state, they work with the criminals. Yes, they the criminals, and they the ones who be, trying to control the narrative and really give it to the public like these certain organizations are just radical, you know what I'm saying? And they are terrorists, you know what I mean? And I'm just not covering from the gangster disciples. I'm not doing none of that. But when it comes down to one person that they've been trying to get, and they trying to, get off the streets, they will do everything and anything to get that person out, even set them up on phony baloney charges and stuff like that. And that's why I feel about Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying? Even though, he had to have accountability for something he started, but they put him away. He been away for a long time. I mean, a half a century. Damn near this guy been away. And like I said, that's just too long for, someone like him of his status that really, we know the government set some of that stuff was set up, and they put him away, and they trying to keep him away, and for a life sentence. But now we got a real president in to see. Now he sees that ain't no one, is prompted with that much time. You know what I mean? Because he been in there for a long time. He an old man now. So you think, everybody deserve a second chance. But this is what I want to get out. Now he's pardoned from, the government. you know what I'm saying, the feds. Now he be released back to the state, but the state can still get him 200 years, another life sentence. Just saying, you got to keep fighting everybody. Even though it seems like it's over with, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep fighting. And I believe this man going to be on the streets. It just, man, you would think, you know, a person doing basically a lifetime already, you know what I mean, and now get pardoned, and he's an old man. You know this man is not, you know, as equipped to be going back and doing what he used to do back in the day. So he should have been pardoned a long time ago. But now another obstacle in his way. He gonna be released to the state, and he still could get up over 200 years. Another life sentence, 2 life sentences, basically. So I'm just saying, what do y'all think? Leave your comments in the comment box and let me know how you feel about Trump pardoning Larry Hoover. Because this is what we've been waiting on. Me and my brother Dick have been waiting on for the last couple of years to see if Trump was going to pardon Larry Hoover. He should have pardoned him when he came in the first time in his first term. But now I see he getting it right now. You know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot of people, you know, people got a lot of opinions going on about this. A lot of people think it's bad. A lot of people think that, you know, he gonna come out and come on now, use your common sense. You know what I mean? If that was you want to be pardoned, and you want to sit there and you would say you deserve a second chance. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We all, you know what I'm saying, see that light at the end of the tunnel. And we all see that, you know, especially the time he done got, you know what I mean? You have a lot of time to reflect and a lot of time to, you know what I'm saying, get right with yourself. And I feel this man deserves a second chance. You see what I'm saying? That is what it is. I'm Dice Game G here on We Are VishusTv. We are VishusTv. We raw, real, and unedited. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting back, and I got my popcorn, and I'm just chilling. I'm seeing all this stuff unravel. And they said the revolution ain't gonna be televised. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all been sleeping. The revolution been televised, and that's why you've been seeing, and that's why you've been getting all this information so far. So people, the ones who think the revolution ain't gonna be televised, you are already witnessing it right now on your phones and on your computers. I'm just saying, quit being arrogant and quit being in denial. But we see what we see. We know what we know. And we've been lied to all our life. And now it's time to get real justice for our ancestors. I love y'all, and I'm out.